So yeah, some people might think. I'll give you an example. When I was in the courthouse in California, whatever courthouse I went to with the whole, um, remember when I was fighting that jaywalking ticket, okay? We were supposed to be quiet. The bailiff had said you need to be quiet. And this guy sitting next to me was talking. So I was bitching in the bathroom to this woman, this young girl, afterwards. And she just looked at me and she was like, well, that's what you get for being beautiful, okay? Whatever. Like, you might think, they go, that's like, I know what people think, okay? But especially when I looked like this as a teenager. As a teenager, okay? I was this height and had this type of body. And my father, even though he'll go to his deathbed denying it, was lusting after me. He was making comments, okay? I've stood out wherever I went, and I don't handle it very well. So now I'm 50 something years old, it's like, whatever. But back in my 20s, 30s, back when I was doing Alicia's World, okay, I had like this killer body because I developed it myself. And then I did just all regular things. I didn't drive. I walked everywhere. I went to the gym. I carried home groceries. You know what I mean? But I did it all looking the way that I looked. When I was working out, sometimes I would get compliments. I always have my music blasting in my ears. Told you I don't care if I lose my hearing. It's irrelevant to me. I didn't expect to live this long, so I still have my hearing, and I've been blasting my music. First, when MP3 players didn't exist, I did a Walkman, but I've been blasting my music in my ears now for over 30 years, even in college, okay? Walked everywhere in college, too. I had to have had a Walkman back then, right? Can't remember. Maybe they didn't exist back then. I don't know. But even if I couldn't have music in my ears, I still walked everywhere. I didn't have a car, and I walked everywhere. Walked to the store, walked everywhere, okay? That's why I have these legs, even when I get all the way up to 232 pounds, which is my all-time highest weight ever. I said, right now I'm 200. And trying to get back down. If I don't try to get back down, I'll gain more weight. Proof of that was I just stumbled across a video. When I go to my playlist, feature my more popular, I try to find ones that have reached most popular. They have to have 500 or more views. And I stumble across videos sometimes. And I stumbled across a video from last year where I was probably doing 185, okay? And I wasn't happy about that, and now I'm 200. So you see how easily I can gain the weight? And I don't like it. I don't like it, so. It's a constant struggle. But this is my time. The warm weather, It's my time, okay? I can't even, I mean, unless something really bad happens, of course, I'm not even able to be unhappy when it's warm weather, when it's sunny. I left yesterday, it was sunshine, pure sunshine on me, and my music blasting in my ears, and I just walked and walked and walked and walked, okay? By the time I got out of the store, then I had to worry about mosquitoes, so I have to make sure that I can walk fast enough to outwalk the mosquitoes. I can't stop at all. But it wasn't easy for me looking this way and towering over everybody. Okay? Not when I was young. Now I just don't give a fuck. Whatever. But I'm not young, I'm 51 years old, okay? So. I stood out when I was in that shelter. But believe it or not, there was another woman in there. She was half my age and my height, which was, she towered over most of the women, like all the women in there too. Okay? And she looked like she didn't belong in there. But she wasn't in there for like drugs or alcohol, she was in there for psychological problems. But she didn't look like she belonged in there. She was half of my weight. She was half my age, definitely half my age. Not quite half my age at that time, but close enough. She was half my age, my height, and thin. But while I was in there, I got thin. I went from 198 down to 164, 63. I dropped 35 pounds in a brief amount of time. And I was able to do that because I did nothing but walk. And you can't overeat when you're in a shelter. You're limited, you know what I mean? You can't get up in the middle of the night and chow down like I've done here. You can't do any of that. So it was a miracle, but I vowed, like, I'm not going to let this destroy me. I don't let anything destroy me. But that was a big one. But I found joy in that because I was away from Donald and Hope. Donald and his enabling mom. I was away from them. And again, after some really bad, weather that was like awful, like record-breaking type weather or whatever, because I got in there in the April of 2012. Okay, and after that weather took place, I wound up being in there, in the summer. So I wound up being in there in the summer. So that was enjoyable in and of itself, I made the best of it. What choice did I have? I didn't have any choice. Didn't have any choice. You have to go in here. Oh, I'm sorry. My viewers can't control me. You can't control me either. I can't cater to everything revolving around you. You need to be safe, and I need to clean the fucking kitchen. You piss or shit in the cage, oh well. You know what I mean? It's like, So now I don't give a fuck. But I've also shut out everybody. Okay? Just like 3 Days Grace song, left, right, wrong, whatever. Keep my head down, something. Anywhere I'm going can't be worse. Need to get away before it pulls me in. I'm never ever getting close to anyone again. And I don't even know where I'm going to, but I don't want any motherfucking part of you. That's on my MP3 player. It's been on my MP3 player now for how long? Has it? I don't know. A couple of years? I don't even know. Time is blending together, you know. In any case, I've never been comfortable in my own skin, but never more so than when I was a fucking teenager, you understand? I looked like this like when I was a teenager. Except I had pimples and I felt ugly even when, in retrospect, you know, I know now that there were probably, you know, boys who just found me attractive despite the pimples, but, you know, all I saw was the pimples. It didn't matter because I was so shy and I was being treated like total shit by my father. And I blame myself for my mother's illness that caused me to lose her. Okay? I was going through all of this fucking shit, okay? All the shit I've ever gone through. I even had, one time I was crying my eyes out in public in California and had this guy, like, you're too pretty to be crying, come up to me, a stranger, okay? So I've looked like this, and you've been going through all this shit and all this pain that nobody would ever know because they just see what I look like from the outside. You get it? So no, I've never been comfortable. My longtime viewer Cameron knows. I've never been comfortable looking like this. But then I figure I look like this anyway when I'm a little bit heavier, so why not get thin? You know, what's the difference? I've definitely never been comfortable. And then, of course, I've had certain family members treat me like shit, and, you know, some of you aware of that. I have a song that I wrote 20 years ago, you know, and it's like, how can I begin when I'm not even allowed to be in my own skin? And that doesn't even mean being allowed to be attractive or whatnot. It also means being allowed to do what I want with my life, whatever that may be, including when I wanted to work for the phone sex company and do phone sex for a living. It was my business that my aunt made her business. And wrote me a letter, you know, you want to reject all your family who loves you, and you just want to talk dirty to men and whatever. My family that loves me so much. What a fucking joke. My mother is the only one in my entire family who's truly, genuinely loved me and given a fuck about me, and she wouldn't care if I did porn. She told me so. I know her. She wouldn't care. She wouldn't care if I did fucking porn. I'm talking about back then. And she certainly didn't fucking care that I did phone sex for a living, okay? But Auntie did, and Auntie, you know what I mean? My whole family rejected me, you know, for being the black sheep. And then when I called myself the black sheep, my aunt's like, you're not the black, you know? So I'm not allowed to be who I am, not allowed to be different, not allowed to even view myself as remotely special. And it's always been that way, you know? So fuck it. You get what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, except for my mom, my entire family, both sides, wouldn't give a fuck if I had died, if I had just not, you know, not been here at all. Do I believe that? 100%. 100%. But I know that my mom would have, you know. One time I told her I'd stay alive for you. I know it would fucking kill you, but the rest of my family, both sides, fuck them. My God, my cousin's here having me in tears, recognizing, you know, they treated you so badly, Laura, and whatnot. And meanwhile, as far as I'm concerned, Auntie's right, she was grooming me, because in the end, when I didn't do what she wanted, she was turning on me. She was fucking turning on me, showing her true colors. She turned on me. Holy shit. Which tells me that Auntie was right, that this woman knew how to manipulate, how to whatever. She had me in tears with stuff she was writing to, you know, recognizing. Remember, she was here and had me in tears, what she was saying in person to me. But in the end, when she wasn't here anymore and she was trying to get us, my mom, to sign over things and make her trustee, and when she, and when things weren't working out, Jekyll and Hyde, she morphed, she changed. You see? It's just like when I thought Donald was going to be the love of my life. And I called him that in my poem for now. He wasn't the love of my life. It's just a poem that, you know, it could be you can be sarcastic when you're an artist or writer or whatever, you know, you can write. And also people have said, it's not true. You can never be successful with your writing, and it doesn't mean you're not still an artist, okay? Being an artist doesn't mean you make money at it. It means it's from the heart. But Donald was not the love of my life. I say, I'm losing the love. Of course he wasn't the love of my life. It was just being sarcastic, really, or just whatever. Or me thinking, you know, I wrote and things, and like in videos or said, you know, I love Donald, I think he loves me, but he didn't. Oh my God, yeah. He didn't just not love you, he fucking hated you. I can't even fathom, because I don't hate Donald the way he had to have hated me, to just do what he did to me, leave me there, and you know, you can not want to be with someone anymore. You can not like them, or just, we're not getting along anymore. But leaving them where they're possibly dying or already dead, or, you know, slowly dying and take off, that takes hatred. You know? That takes hatred of someone. Hatred that I can't even fathom or comprehend, okay? So even when I'm dabbling in personal ads or whatnot, it's never I'm looking for a boyfriend. It's casual. It's whatever, you know? Like I said, neither was I looking for a hookup. I was looking for friends with benefits. And that's not something you have automatically. That's something that you know what I mean? Like I had with Doug. You start off that you have a connection. And then it graduates to more. But the connection has to be there. That's what I imagine that Google Dolls song Use Me, okay? That's probably clearly someone, that woman, she obviously likes him, okay? It sounds like she probably likes him. He's like, you can use me anytime, it's okay, whatever, you know? And we're not going to be boyfriend and girlfriend, we're not whatever, whatever, okay? But it's someone that it's not some stranger, some hookup like Lisa Traeger going to fuck that guy that she just saw on Tinder, okay? You get what I'm saying? That's the difference. And I'm not doing anything like the Lisa Traeger thing even remotely when I haven't had sex in 12 years, okay? It has to be somebody that I have a connection with, whom I like first. See? I'm finding that's extremely difficult. But that's okay, I don't care. Neither foot guy nor beach guy were clearly that guy, were they? Not in any universe. Not in any fucking universe. They were both hot. Beach guy more so than foot guy, but pretty close. 12, 13 years younger than me. Definitely hotter than Doug. But, you know, definitely hotter than Joe, too. Way, way hotter than Joe. But definitely hotter than Doug, too. It didn't matter. I had an instant connection with him. Instant. The moment we met. I have no idea why, but it doesn't matter. That's how it was. That's probably I like that Google Dolls song. I heard that when I broke my foot. That wouldn't play on Music Choice Rock. It's too soft. Even Imagine Dragons doesn't play on Music Choice Rock. But you get what I'm saying? That is just how it is. So, you know, I can get turned on. I did personal ads too, not intended to meet with just, but I had back and forth with guys here and there. I just stumbled across, I didn't even know I still had that alternative site open. I mean, my account, not only does it my account, there's still all kinds of things, all kinds of messages. I still have my old stuff, okay? Most people don't even give them the time of day, whatever. I still have my old stuff that I'd saved to my email. I used to copy and paste even the non-alternative site stuff. I don't know if I still have it. I probably don't, but I might. I copied and pasted the messages. I told you that guy rejected me. I thought he liked me. I thought he was cool. 25 minutes. I thought he liked me. He indicated he liked me, and it was all set, like I told you in the other video, for us to go to the movies. Remember, safe. And I was going to wear shorts, and it was going to be exciting. Now, I wasn't going to let him do anything, you know what I mean? I wasn't going to let him, like, finger me or anything. I didn't even think about that. I don't know if he would have tried that. Hopefully not. But I was going to let him we were going to go during the day. Remember, I'm on disability. I'm the lowest of the low, okay? Of course, you still have guys when you go out or whatever, like, what do you do for a you know, I get that, of course. It's just whatever, okay? I'm not looking for a boyfriend, which means I don't have to live up to whatever things you want, including that I don't work. I'm the lowest of the low. I'm on disability for psychological problems, and Omar is my friggin' emotional support officially. I even got him a badge and a jacket. A badge and a thing, okay? But I don't care because I'm not playing that game, you understand? I'm not looking for a boyfriend. If I'm not looking for a boyfriend, then, you know, I can be whatever, who cares? It's only if you're in a relationship stuff like that would matter, you know? Capiche? But I never intended to be in this position at this point, okay? One thing after another happened. That's why I stick both my middle fingers up at anybody who's like, well, why didn't you do something? Why didn't you leave? How come you're in that, you know? I haven't had a chance to breathe. One thing after a fucking another happened here. I couldn't just walk out. I couldn't just leave. Okay? I couldn't just walk out and abandon my mother. You want to put me down for that? I don't know who's watching my videos. They go out across the world. Be my guest. You know? You aren't in my shoes, so you can't judge me. You don't know. Get it? You can't judge me. Or you can judge me, but I laugh. I don't care. I'm not looking for a boyfriend, which means I don't have to have any prestige. I don't have to be working. I don't have to anything. I'm not looking for a boyfriend. Understand? Not looking for a boyfriend. I've already experienced. I already know. There could be guys, oh yeah,